Hey yo, what is up FPG fam? Further here and welcome back to another Aether Gazer video. So for today's video, I did want to go ahead and show off my new and improved Living Soul Osiris. If you're unaware, she did get a synchro buff for this new patch alongside Lu Liang coming out that completes the Thor AUSAR team. So now, if you synchro buff your Living Soul Osiris, that team absolutely pops off and you now use your AUSAR on point rather than Thor in my opinion, or you could use Lu Liang, whoever you prefer, but optimally, we're talking about Living Soul Osiris being on point once again if you synchro buffed her. So I want to go ahead and show the comparisons, the differences between where she was to where she is now, and also show my new build for her. So I do hope you enjoyed today's video. I do hope you get some value from it. Let's go ahead and hop in. Now, keep in mind, my Living Soul Osiris is not complete. What happens is, especially as a content creator, as new modifiers come out, I tend to focus on them so that way I can build them up, so I can showcase them as once again a content creator. So when it came to Living Soul Osiris, she being the first character that I obtained when I first joined the game, because I joined the game because of her, she got kind of put on the back burner for quite some time. Not kind of, she did. She got put on the back burner for quite some time, but now we're revisiting her, getting her where she needs to be, or should be I should say, so that way she is performing at the optimal level. Because now with the synchro buff, Thor, AUSAR, and Lu Liang absolutely pops off. That team is incredibly strong in my opinion and a lot of fun. Now this is my current stats. I have her at 23,000, a little over. My split is decent. I need to min-max it. 36% crit rate, 40% on the crit damage. We take a look at the skills, fully maxed out. Access key, I do have the signature functor, which I think the signature functor is really nice for her. Once again, a very nice quality of life update, allows her to do more damage, things of that nature. And I have the synchro buff at level 2. Now I don't have it at level 3 because one of the requirements is that you have her at double S rank. Unfortunately, that is not the case for me, and that's what you have to keep in mind with the synchro buff. You have to have certain requirements as well as the resources and materials to be able to do it. But I did want to go ahead and show the comparison. So this is at level 2, and you can see right off the bat you're getting nice, decent, chunky percentage increases on normal attack, your skill 1, skill 2, and skill 3. You're getting a buff there in of itself, which is really nice. So that's allowing her to hit harder, and I love these synchro buffs because they bring older units back to prominence, which means Aether Gazer is a very free-to-play friendly game. It already was, but this makes it even more free-to-play friendly, because if there's a character that you main but they're older but you still enjoy maining them, they can always get a synchro buff and become prominent once again, or even become meta. And we've seen that with Scotty, we see that with AUSAR, and that can happen with other modifiers in the future, right? With enough resources, with the correct team comp, with the right support, these modifiers can really absolutely shine in the right scenarios. So that is the percentage buff right there. If we go to the comparison now, if I'm not mistaken, and you can correct me if I'm wrong in the comments down below, I believe a lot of these or all of these are in relations to the Aether code. So back to life mummification, you can see this is just a very nice quality of life buff that we have here. So instead of 0.3 it is 0.1, and if you look down below, instead of 0.3 it is 0.1. so it's happening quicker. So you're getting more damage output there. If I'm not mistaken, is that damage reduction or damage in general? Damage boost. So you're getting more damage there in general. If we take a look at the Supreme Judgment, this is very nice because before it was max HP increases by 9%, it is now 25%, massive. And the effect stacks up to 5 times, now it's 2 times. So what does that mean? Well, first and foremost, you're getting more percentage because stacking up to 2 times means 50%, whereas 5 times was 40%. So you're getting more percent in general. But now with 2 times, it means you don't have to wait as long. You know, the stacks happen a lot quicker because it's only 2 rather than 5. So it's a quality of life update and a buff all around. I do really like the Supreme Judgment. Moving over to the Supreme Judgment Edict. This one is, instead of 10% HP loss, you're getting 9% when you're in the ultimate, when you transform. The rest stays the same, but what is major is that with the new one, this conversion occurs until 150% of max HP has been reached, whereas before it was this conversion occurs until max HP has been reached in general. So it's now 150% of max HP, which is massive. So I do really like this one as well. And then for the final one, instead of a 3 times damage reduction, 6 times. And for the prior one, instead of every 20 seconds, it's now 18 seconds. And then instead of 6 times, or instead of 3 times, excuse me, it's now 6 times. and the rest remains the same. So your Living Soul Osiris with this one in particular, which if I'm not mistaken, I believe it's the yellow Aether code, allows you to be tankier, so you can tank more damage. You're not reducing your health so much, so you can stay in the ultimate a little bit longer. It's very nice all around, right? Very nice all around for this one. So that is for at least the level 2 what you're getting with the Synchro buff, and then level 3 is very nice just in general if you're able to get it with the double S rank Living Soul Osiris. So that is the Synchro buff, and you can see how valuable the Synchro buff is. So if you like AUSAR or any other modifier that has a Synchro buff, I do recommend doing it because it's just very, very beneficial for them. In terms of sigils, I'm rocking the Gale and the Decree of Waves, and you can see 8, 4, and 5. I need to min-max this a little bit better, but they are all level 60 clarified. Warps, need to work on the warps. This is what I'm prioritizing at the moment. The only unfortunate thing is that I do have Ying Zhao coming out here relatively soon, so I had to kind of divvy up the resources when it comes to warps accordingly. So I might just go for the important ones when it comes to Living Soul Osiris, and then hoard the rest for Ying Zhao. I don't even have my Lu Liang warped out. That's the struggle, right? And I know you see the 278 at 240 before you comment. That will be corrected. I always use my swigs. I don't let it stay capped like that, so just keep that in mind. For the Aether code, I do go red Aether code. I just like it, but I will not deny that the 2 red 1 yellow is very, very nice. Or if you wanted to go full yellow is very nice. Oh no, it was on the blue. Oh, it was on the blue. I stand corrected, it was on the blue. The yellow is the damage boost. That's what it was. So full yellow is really nice. 2 red 1 yellow, or full red. I won't argue either way, whichever you prefer. I think it's a preference, and to be quite honest with you, I like them all. So with that being said, that is the new Living Soul Osiris, the new AUSAR. If you're thinking about synchro buffing her, I think she's definitely worth. But with that being said, let's go ahead and hop in some hazard zone cleaning, and I'll showcase her and the team as well. Omega hazard zone cleaning, that is. Let's go ahead and hop in. It feels good playing Living Soul Osiris once again. When I was doing this team, first and foremost, I had Hera, not Lu Liang, but now I got Lu Liang. But I was playing Thor on point for quite some time, and I still love Thor, don't get me wrong. Absolutely still love Thor. She's one of my most favorite modifiers to use to this day. But now using AUSAR feels good once again, because she's incredibly strong. She's incredibly strong with this synchro buff, and so it feels good to use her. And then with Lu Liang being able to buff her with, you know, the damage reduction on the wind resistance, and being able to buff the wind damage in general. So having that dedicated damage supporter for the wind element is just very nice. And then you plug in the synchro buff, and yeah, you're absolutely popping off, right? You're absolutely popping off. So it's a very beneficial thing here. And once again, this team is incredibly strong if you have all the right pieces in place. I hate how you still lose health while you're waiting for the boss to come online and they have to do their full animation and whatnot. Anyways, I digress. Alright, let's go ahead and pop this, and then we're going to do skill 3, and then we should be cooking at this point. But let me know in the comments down below, how do you like this team? Do you use this team? Do you have this team built up? Or are you saving for a different team? I'm curious to see what you guys have to say about all of that. Let's go ahead and get behind them. Stay behind them. Alright, we are in modified mode. Let's see if we can absolutely cook. I'm going to go ahead and use it because we're about to hop out. But we should get back in it right before modified mode ends, with which is solid. All right, here we go. And then I didn't have the cooldown. That's okay, we didn't need it. Chunky damage. Absolutely chunky damage. But yeah, let me know in the comments down below what you guys think. Let me know in the comments down below, do you enjoy the new AUSAR, or do you prefer, I can't imagine anybody prefers otherwise. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and get on out of here. Thank you guys so much for all the support. And once again, this is not fully warped out. Definitely need to fully warp around. My Thor is cracked, by the way, so keep that in mind. Thor's double S rank, signature functor, transcended in there, fully warped out. Thor's cracked. I absolutely love Thor. Anyways, thank you guys so much for all the support. I'll see you all next one. Remember to stand out, be different, have fun, go further beyond in everything that you do. My name's Cody. You call me further. I'll see you all next one. Bye, guys.